in school, when someone scooped you, what was a scoop?
Up between the legs. What is your version?
When I was in school, a scoop was someone go up to your titty and just scoop.
Oh.
And sometimes they'll go scoop and then dunk on your man tit.
Okay.
So I thought scooping is when somebody pulls your pants down and then scoops your ass.
What the fuck? You were molested.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Raj Against The Machine. This is an exciting episode because we have two fun things going on. First of all, we got a new co-host, possibly, maybe, depending on how we vibe.
I'm the machine.
Yeah, the machine. Danny Braff.
Just flashing my tits.
You didn't tell me I was part of the interview process.
Yes, and part of the interview process is this is crazy because I've seen this guy's logo, I've seen his Instagram handle for years, and I didn't know there was an actual person behind it, and I didn't know this person had a name, but it is Josiah Burke, aka ComedianDiscovery. Did you guys know that? That's crazy.
Thanks for having me, bro. Real human.
Yeah, real human.
Yeah.
He's not the chat GPT of comedy.
Yeah.
He's an actual human. Yeah. So what brings you in town?
Came up for a special taping. I've helped Ophira Eisenberg with some graphics and stuff, and I've had her on a few shows in Nashville. I've produced like some pretty small shows in Nashville.
Yeah.
Just trying to create like a little more stage time because Zany's is kind of all the comics have. So she's been a friend for the last couple of years, kind of a fan of the page, and then she was like, "I'm taping my special," and I'm like, "I'm there."
Yeah.
So I booked my ticket, and then I was like, "What other shows are going on?" As it got closer, I'm like, "Oh, the New York Comedy Festival." I'm overwhelmed with my options, so just been running around the city for a few days and getting in as many shows as I can.
That's awesome.
How many shows have you seen?
I think like 5 or 6.
What was the worst?
None. I didn't go to any open mics, so they were all good.
But there had to have been some bad ones, even on these good lineups.
Yeah.
No, nobody bombed.
No bombs?
Nobody bombed, yeah.
See, that's why I know he's a comedy fan. If he was a comedian, he'd be like, half of that shit was garbage.
Oh, yeah. I saw...
Guess you didn't see Todd Barry. No.
I won't say any names, but I did see an old Jeff Foxworthy bit by somebody.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I've also seen an old Jeff Foxworthy bit done by somebody. I'm not naming names, but it's about the deer and the breasts.
Ooh,
if I saw an old Foxworthy, I wouldn't know. I'm not familiar with any Foxworthy.
I didn't think I would either. Like, I wouldn't have like retained it, but it was like, I mean, I'm talking like Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Well,
Jeff Foxworthy. I'm like, that shouldn't be in rotation at the Cellar.
Yeah. Well, that's what got me. That's what got me triggered because I don't know my Foxworthy stuff, you know. But I was like, that's not a joke that this person would ever tell. So then I looked it up on YouTube, and then I saw Foxworthy tell that joke, and then I was like,
do you think stealing happens a lot?
I don't think this was a steal. I think it's just like a thing, but it's a premise and it just kept going. And I'm like, maybe it'll take a different turn. And it never did. I'm like, oh no, that's a Foxworthy bit.
So then it was stealing.
It wasn't. No, I don't think so.
99% of the time when I see someone do the same thing, I assume it's not stolen.
Well,
there's exceptions.
It's not creative enough to be like
stolen.
Just like, oh my God, what a bit. I got to yank off of Foxworthy. Like, it's just, it is what it is.
However, Foxworthy is the type of comic you could yank bits off of and probably get away with it because nobody has a Foxworthy repertoire
for sure
in their head.
Yeah.
I just think like going up at the Cellar, I mean, obviously I'm a comedy nerd, but I just figured somebody around like a mega comedy fan would be like, hey, you got to stop doing that.
You got to stop doing that. Yeah.
Mega comedy fans don't like Foxworthy.
I'm talking about comics. Some comics know. Some of these broken comics know.
You think they would know? I don't know.
I just feel like the comedy purists, maybe. The comedy purists. But like, I don't know. Like, I think like a comedian who's past at the Cellar that's only been doing it for like maybe like 5 or 6 years, they probably wouldn't know. Yeah. But like one of the big dogs.
Yeah. I'm just saying all the people he's bumping shoulders with should be like, yo, now I gave up a gender. Yeah. I'll tell you after. Are you a comedy purist? Maybe you can tell him.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm telling you that I'm going to tell you to tell the comments.
I'd like to know. And then we'll just name the episode that.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. This person's not big enough that I don't think the SEO
would.
I guess if we just throw Jeff Foxworthy in the title, right?
There we go. That's there.
Speaking of inside baseball, Jeff Foxworthy just announced he's going to do another special. He didn't want to, but the clip was him basically saying like, I'll do a special if they let me do it like this. And I thought they'd say no. And they're like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. So he's going to do a half hour of each. And the first half hour is going to be him running bits in the clubs. And then the second will be a polished half hour, which is basically page to stage full version.
Yeah. Wow.
So he wants to do like
Does he do the clubs?
Foxworthy? Yeah.
I say clubs loosely. I don't know. I think he basically said like, I want to show how the sausage is made and the fact that like I struggled and it's not easy the first time you go up there, which I thought was long form page of stage.
Working on you knew you might be a redneck jokes that just don't work. you might be a redneck. Just crickets.
If you cried when Charlie Kirk died.
The Foxworthy faithful are gonna come after you in the comments, dude. We gotta be careful.
Yeah, is that what they call them? Or you just make
I'm kidding.
That'd be awesome. The Foxhounds?
But yeah, the Foxhounds. That's crazy. You ever steal a joke?
Of course, all the time.
100%. I've also stolen a joke. But not intentionally though.
Do you ever accidentally so people always ask me like, do you want to be a comic? And the answer is no. But even if I woke up one day and like, I'm ready, I want to be a comic, I have watched entirely too much comedy to have fresh ideas at this point, I think. Like I would accidentally write a Norman bit or like, you know what I mean? It's like my brain couldn't have a fresh slate to write stand up at this point.
Which is specifically why I don't watch a lot.
Yeah, most comics don't.
Yeah. You don't need to steal a joke. You stole persona.
That's true. All the jokes come out like it. Oddly enough, it's funny you mentioned that because this one time, I don't know if you remember like whenever like that whole trans bathroom debate was going on like a few years ago and everybody was like, I can't believe they're using the bathrooms or whatever. So I wrote a bit. I was literally writing a bit at the back of New York Comedy Club and I was like, everybody's all up in arms about these trans people using bathrooms. I think we should just be happy they're using bathrooms. Like, where are they supposed to shit? Just shit in the sink?
That's very funny.
Yeah. And then Norman comes in. I'm literally writing this joke on paper. He comes in, he's like, I'm testing out new stuff. And then he does that joke word for word. And then I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. He's so fast.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah. You were saying like you've actually
no, I was kidding. I was making it seem like I'm a thief all the time on purpose.
Oh,
but
you hear all the time. It's like you got like big comics, especially. It's like they're literally hanging out, doing their own shit, and then like every once in a while, like I've heard Mark say, like somebody DM me, and it's like, hey, careful, so and so just put out a special, and that bit's on there. He's like, I didn't fucking know who that guy was running that. It's like, and then they DM each other. It's like, your bit's different. Keep doing it, or like, my bad, dude, I'll dump it. Like
it's because it's a different. Yeah, sorry.
I was in Buffalo and I have this joke. It's easy and I don't. No one stole it. When I go, when I was 17, I had surgery on my neck, my back, my pussy, my crack, and then I go. If you think about it, neck, back, pussy, crack is the adult version of head, shoulders, knees, and toes. It's two. Yeah, well, sure, it's fine. Yeah. I was in Buffalo, and this comic I was featuring host or guest spot guy that goes before me. Goes my grandma. She just had surgery on her neck, her back, her pussy, and crack, and he did that part, but he didn't do the head, shoulders, knees, or toes part.
Okay.
So I went up after him, and I just did I go, that guy. He said neck, back, pussy, crack.
Right.
It's like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And then I had to give him the warning afterwards. I go, hey, just so you know, if you see me doing this joke later, that's already been in my act. I just said the thing I always say and made it seem like I was ripping off yours because I didn't want him to think I stole it later.
Built it. Yeah.
But wouldn't you?
Was it Carlos Mencia?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But wouldn't you just maybe like, since that guy's already doing the joke, maybe I'll just save this for another weekend or another show?
No. So yes, for the rest of the weekend, I did not do it. Okay. But I would just tag his with my joke that I already had.
Oh, okay.
Making it seem like I came up with it on the spot. I would go, the last comic said neck, back, pussy, crack. That's like
making one of your jokes feel impromptu.
In the night. But then I didn't want him to then see me post the clip in 6 months and think that I took
it. Yeah. So you had the conversation.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've gone to comedy kind of all over the country, but in New York, I've noticed there's a huge disadvantage to how many spots you guys do because you don't see the whole show. So like if he runs his bit and he's the second on a showcase at the Cellar and then you're fourth and then so whatever, I've seen shows where like 3 people will have something similar or even have a weird interaction with the crowd member. And it's like, all right, that crowd, like leave that crowd member alone, but they don't know any better. And I understand at some point that's kind of on the host, but at the same time, like it happens naturally. So like, cause you're not standing in the back of the club watching the show, like you're in the cellar for 14 minutes, you're on stage for 12 of them, and then you're headed to the New York Comedy Club.
Right.
So there is this weird thing where it's just like shows kind of flow differently in slower cities of stand-up because every comic is standing at the back of the room
And watching the whole thing.
and there's even like joke writing and tags on top of that. Like you said, like you impromptu on a weekend because you're watching the whole show. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if that is interesting.
No, it is interesting.
It's not. No.
No, but it
It
is
was really cool when you thought you were going to be the co-host of the show.
No, but it is interesting because that happens all the time in shows all over the place. Not, I mean, it probably happens more so in
Crowd
New York.
work. It's real. I think it's a big problem. With that crowd. Like,
well, but it's like the same, like comic after comic doing the same crowd work because they didn't watch the comic before
Correct.
them.
Yeah.
That's like really
The whole audience
irritating.
already knows what that person does for work.
and
It's not new anymore.
I have comedian thoughts with it because you see this happens with people that are bad at crowd work, which is 99% of the people that do crowd work.
100%.
And then I'm bad at crowd work, so I don't do it. But I'm like,
Right.
I want to get good at it, but I go the way to get. The argument would be the way to get good at it is to do it more, and then but then you're just gonna fucking. It's so many people are just so bad at it, and it just stinks. And I guess they were trying to get better at it, but I just can't stand it.
Yeah, there's a great chance you're part of the 99%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should you work on it? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe just have an act.
Yes.
Yeah, there's only one crowd work comedian right now. The only one out of all of them that I can really think of that stands out.
Big Jay.
Okay, fine, two.
Okay.
Jay and then Arcuri.
Jeff, I knew you were going to say Jeff.
Yeah. Arcuri, I mean, the crowd work is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's just, they both have completely different styles of crowd work, but it works.
Yeah, and also Jeff has a plan around the crowd work. I think that's what like up and coming comics don't understand is like, yes, it's crowd work. Yes, I started here, but like I have 5 jokes in my back pocket that I can get to. And that's when crowd work's good. You know, and it's just like,
For sure.
I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Or-
one of these 5 things or it's not, or I'm just that quick. Like,
Or it's just that you've learned how to be the person. And I think I read an article from where Jay Okerson had a quote about how, like, when you hang out with a group of friends, you're the funny guy. you're like, you don't read.
No, I just. You finish. Yeah.
Like when you hang out with a group of friends, you're the funny guy. But when you get on stage, you forget how to be that organic funny guy with your group of friends. And he's like, the most important key to crowd work is to be that same guy on stage. And I think Jay's figured it out, and I think Arcuri's figured it out because they really are. They are the same guy on stage as they are off stage, and they would make the same exact jokes that they would make off
riffing in the green room. Same shit.
The other thing
Yeah.
with Jay, and I heard him say years ago about the key to good crowd work is asking interesting questions. Like if you're asking, what are you doing? Where are you from? What do you do for, like, it's not going to lead anywhere unless they have an interesting answer. But you have to ask a question. But with him, he goes, for whatever, he's extremely likable. So he can ask extremely dirty personal questions. And for whatever reason, people are okay opening up. And then you're going to get good answers that will lead to good crowd
Yeah,
work.
and he has follow-up questions.
And
He
they're
gets
great.
deeper. Yeah. I mean, his they-them is unreal.
It's great.
Yeah.
Someone told me that when he's opening for Shane in the arenas, when his opening line, he would do a stadium of 20,000 people. He'll go, I'm so good at crowd work, I could do it in an arena. Because you see that guy in section 314 with the orange jumper? He's a faggot.
Only Big Jay could get away with it. Yeah.
That's
It's
amazing.
so good.
That's really funny. I'm gonna try that next time. I'm gonna be like, see that guy right there? I'm pointing at. He's right there. He's a fucking.
Yeah, your resume looks a little different than Big Jay's. So good luck, man. But
Not even that. He's gonna be so close. He'll
yeah,
get on the
right
stage,
in front
kick
of
my
you
ass.
to punch you. Yeah.
He'll do what that guy did to Big J at Soldier.
Yeah, yeah.
Just drag him off the stage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was impressive because it was Big J. It wasn't a small comic, to
Yeah, but
drag someone off a stage.
But he's on a stool and he's very yankable.
Is
it-
Big J yankable?
On a stool, when you're on a stool with your
Top
legs
heavy.
crossed,
Yeah, you're top heavy.
that was a yankable.
Right.
That's
right.
like the stool version of the back of the knee. You remember that? Like
yeah,
junior
the
high
back
style?
of the knee
Yeah.
sucks.
I mean,
I hate the back of the knee.
you obviously are stronger than that, but when you don't know it's coming.
Dude, when
you
I
buckle.
in school, when someone scooped you, what was a scoop?
Up between the legs.
Really? No, okay, no.
What is your version?
When I was in school, a scoop was someone go up to your titty and just scoop,
Oh.
and sometimes they'll go scoop and then dunk on your tit, man tit.
Okay.
I had the tit scoop.
That was okay too.
Yeah,
So
but I think this is a man tit problem.
Oh yeah, but you would be the scooper.
Yeah, he would be the scoop. He looks like a scooper. Yeah.
Scooping at us was like a hand between the legs behind you, and basically, like when the arm gets to like your nuts, you react and you jump, which basically makes you lighter. Obviously, I'm skinny.
Yeah.
People could just like pick me up with one arm because that's the scoop.
Someone else told me, now this is the third, someone else told me that scoop in their school where they would just go up to someone's back and with their hand curled and just like fucking hit them on the back and go scoop. And now there's like 3 different scoops.
I remember that scoop too. This scoop.
I've
never heard this scoop. This is a new scoop.
How'd we get on scoop?
Never heard. You were saying something about
the back of the knee. Jay.
Back of the knee.
back of the knee.
That reminded me of the
This
scoop.
is a good scoop transition.
I
I think it's,
I was curious. But also, the slap in the back is not like the word scoop
doesn't apply.
doesn't make sense.
But that I have had the back slap scoop.
I never heard of that. I was always the
you
tip
just
scoop.
smack them and then
Say
say
scoop.
scoop.
You say scoop. Yeah. What
Gotta
about
find the origin of that?
So I thought scooping is when somebody pulls your pants down and then scoops your ass.
What the fuck? You were molested.
Sounds like you have a new closer, bro.
Wait, was this a real thing? No.
Because that's more like a scoop, though. he was like, I was waiting for a while. We're going there. We're taking it there.
I knew we were going there.
But so tell me, so the Nashville scene, how is that? Besides Zany's, you said there's not much going on.
It's interesting because we have huge comics there. We have a headliner club. Zany's now has a lab, which is like 100-seater adjacent, but same roof. But essentially, like, you need to be a pretty big time comic to get a weekend or even a night
In Zany's?
in Zany's.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting because there's really nothing external to that. There's a little bit of a don't tell scene, but everybody talks about Nashville like it's this huge scene. I've even heard people say like the next Austin or something. There's so much more stage time.
Forgets he doing a lot?
Yeah,
with
but
the stuff there.
at Zany's, you know what I mean? It's like he has a showcase that's his. Like he's huge for the Nashville scene, but not for somebody that's not like an
Is
established
Dusty
comic.
there?
Yep, Dusty's there.
He's
Theo's
great.
there here and there. But like there's big comics, there's a headliners club, but like there isn't really like development area at all. Like you need to kill at Zany's.
Okay.
Like they're an established
Right.
club, they're a well-known brand. And then like I live in the suburbs and like I'll be like, are you going to Zany's, whatever? And people will be like, what's that? Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
So when I started the page, it was all kind of comedy specials, but then now I produce like little indie shows like in
Yeah.
the suburbs. And the goal is like teach the suburbs about comedy. And then also all these Nashville comics that don't have a ton of stage time are like, hell yeah, I'll come, whatever.
Right.
To
And
the
do
suburbs,
some stuff out there.
coffee
Yeah.
shop with 30 people in it. And that's like kind of the long-term vision, I guess, of
That's
what I'm doing.
cool, man.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I was always interested because you kind of like took a liking to like the underdog comedian, right? Like, you know, the big guys they're doing well, they're doing their own
Yeah.
thing. But your page is kind of dedicated to giving people with not much of a platform a little bit of a push. Why is that something you cared so much
I
about?
thought you were gonna go. Why don't you help me?
So, I mean, like,
So, where the hell am I on this page?
where's your special? So when I started it, like the idea was the difference between like the huge comics and really good comics is not as big as you think. And like there's so many people killing and great at comedy that you've never heard of.
Right.
So that's like the Discovery brand or whatever. It was kind of like during like the YouTube pop of specials. And I kind of thought like, okay, if I want to go find Netflix specials, I go to Netflix as a joke. If I go to 800 Pound, there's that. Comedy Dynamics, Hulu, HBO. I'm like, who's putting this all somewhere?
Who's kind of calling it all together,
So like it was kind of like a TV guide vision, like at the beginning. And then I quickly realized like, first of all, comics are broken and like they needed that like validation of like, hey, thanks for watching. Like no matter how big a comic, I was like on my personal page, I was just like, hey, good special or whatever. And they were like, hey, thanks for watching. It's like, yeah, it's on Netflix. Like, why do you need me? Whatever. So I'm
Right.
like, maybe there's something here. And then the cross sharing was the vision for like the graphics. So it's like I'm Mark Norman above me, Nate Bargatze here, Shane Gillis on the page, and then the guy with 2,000 followers and who just spent his life savings on a YouTube special is now on that graphic that's going around the comedy world.
Okay.
So like Mark shares something, so and so, Big J shares
and
something.
their name is also on
Yeah,
it,
so like
you're
the other day, for example, somebody got after me in the comments. I won't mention their name, but they were just like, somebody, I always post and say like, if you know any other specials, comment, tag them below. And somebody tagged like their comic friend and said like, whatever, on Amazon Prime November. And this person said like, this page is weak. Don't tag me in this shit. And I was like, oh, cool.
Whoa.
But then the next day,
you gotta change your username, dude.
yeah, burner. So anyway, this is rambling, but like then the next day, so somebody got pissed at that, like kind of on my behalf, and it was Jessica Levin. You know her? She just dropped her special.
Yeah.
And she's a great example of like somebody who's totally embraced me. She's like, hell yeah, if you can tell a few more people about my special, great. So she's like, I got it. Here you go. Here's the graphic. And like that day I had posted the graphic and like it was on her story. It was on Jay Jordan's story. It was on Bo Johnson's story. And it was on Zoltan's story. And she's like, I'm in between all those huge comics as this little YouTube special. I don't think she'll mind me saying that. And like, she was just, it's like, I was like, that's the point. Like that's the cross pollination of like, oh, hell yeah. Let me check out this chick.
For sure.
What defines what counts as a special? Because I feel like sometimes people, I've seen some people like they do a don't tell taping, not a third, like with just a 10-minute YouTube set, and they go, "Oh, I'm filming my special." I'm like, I don't know if that's a special.
Yeah, the word special.
People use the word special, whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes people would have a phone in the back of the club and go, "This is my special." Go, "That's not a special." And so I want to. Sometimes I go, "Oh, it depends on how good it is what defines it." But then I go, "That's subjective, so you can't do that."
Yeah, I just very beginning decided I wasn't going to be a gatekeeper. Like, if you put a special out, I'll post about it.
So if they call it a special, you call it a special.
No, let me finish, Danny. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, man. So my definition is like over a half hour and well taped. So like, if you send me an hour on a Nokia phone, not a special. But if you send me a elite taping of like a 12-minute set, not a special.
Okay.
So like a half hour ish, like Don't Tell did some half hours. Like Chappelle Lacey's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, that was a great one.
1 million views. I built all his graphics.
Oh, no way.
He's awesome, man. He actually sold out his New York Comedy Fest show.
Wow.
Good dude too, which is
love that guy.
Absolute bonus.
Best Chappelle in comedy.
That's what they're saying. Clip that. So like I really want like, and a lot of people will be like, hey, I've put it up. Can you watch it and tell me if it meets the criteria? And I don't watch it. I make sure, I'll put it on mute. I'll make sure the sound isn't like totally jacked up for a second. I'm not like gatekeeping jokes. They're like, I hope it's funny enough. I'm like, no, if it's what you've worked on, you've been in your comedy for 10 years and you just dumped your life savings into this thing, it looks okay. And it's like 30 to 40 minutes. Like it's a special, man. It'll be up there.
Is there anyone you wouldn't do? Like if, like
Crystalia?
I was going to say like Cosby, if Cosby released a special, would you?
I don't know about Cosby. That's he can be on an oxygen tank, isn't he? I really haven't like canceled anybody. I don't really want to be in that. I mean, Crystalina's a twerp, so I don't mess with him. I just don't find him funny. Never really did. But I like have very specifically, like I even get comments sometimes. I'll like put a special up. It's like this comic or this special sucked. I'm like, I didn't say you had to watch it. I said it's out. You know what I mean? It's like very much like unbiased, informational. Here's the special.
What about the?
Do you watch? Sorry, there you go.
Oh no, I was gonna say who's that white chick? She's pretty hot, but she's like super racist and.
Oh yes, she opens for fuck.
She's been at
the dojo a couple times. Opening for Quindale.
She's like the young version of Roseanne.
It's crazy.
Leonardo
Jones.
Joni.
Oh, I don't recognize that name off the top of my head. I probably follow her because like I can't keep up.
I don't even want to say anything about it because she will see this and then fucking make a video and shit on us and
about how this one brown guy.
Yeah, and then everyone will call us pieces of shit.
That's okay.
Are you telling her what to do right now?
I'll take a viral pop.
Yeah,
but her shit is mad
it's
racist.
A lot.
It's
a
lot.
I'll probably recognize when I see her, but I don't remember any jokes. That's interesting. Does she have a special? Is she new? Is she?
She's new-ish.
Okay.
No, she's been around for.
I don't know how long she's been doing it, but she's
so scared to talk about it.
Yeah. I am just because I feel like
she's gonna come for the Jews.
Oh, she already has. But she,
I don't know her, but I really am not trying to be in like the cancellation world.
Right.
Just very much like. go watch the special, support or don't. And like I've had
She
comics too that just like hit me up. It's like I keep up with what's coming so well. I've even had like I had this really funny comment. I think it was Kevin Ryan from Are You Garbage?
Are You Garbage?
He was hitting me up and like he was just like, hey dude, we're dropping a special, me and H next month, and we're looking for like a good day to do it. What's your March look like? And I was just like, here you go, and like kind of telling him like your following is going to show up, bro. Don't worry about it. But he was kind of big, being intentional. Like, I don't want to drop it on the exact same day as like somebody else's demographic. So I was like, hey, Tuesdays are Netflix days, whatever. And like somebody then hit me up. It's like, you're the save the date for comedy. Like if somebody's going to drop a special, it was like, don't drop it the same guy as another Indian guy, for example. It's like, oh, we're attacking the same audience. Separate yourself. So
that's so cool.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's really.
I didn't really think of myself as that, but somebody was just like, dude.
The save the date of comedy. I wonder if there's like a new tag in there. Save the date discovery. Comedian Discovery is already very well known.
Thank you.
But
I don't think that.
I think it. I mean, all the comics
it is,
know.
but when I got here this weekend, I was like, oh shit. Like, also I'm getting better. Like I got the imposter syndrome of like being at the Cellar and hanging out, and then like, kind of like, if you've had a special, I've DM'd you and we've had long conversations, and then. But when I meet somebody, I'm like, I'm comedian.
That's like because there's.
How many followers of your followers do you think are comics or like from successful to open micers versus real people?
I would guess. I don't know the number. I would guess half and half. I think, and some people all the time will be like, "You're gonna have so many followers," and I disagree. I think it's a niche person that watches more than 2 specials a year. I think it's mainly comics that A, want to be there someday, or B, support what I'm doing, which is fine. Like, it's okay if it serves this niche community.
This little niche community.
Sometimes what's annoying to me is when someone will, you gotta be grateful no matter what, but if someone will compliment me after a set and then they're like very laying it on thick, and then at the end they go, by the way, I want to do stand up. I'm like, God damn it. It just takes away the compliment.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
the
that was
worst.
organic, and it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, somebody said this, like, if you talk to an audience member long enough, they will say something negative. They will say something.
I was in Tampa last weekend. A woman comes up to me after the show. First, she looks at me, she goes, Jew boy, and then walked away. That was the only thing she said.
That's
Side splitters?
Yeah.
So she got straight to it.
Yeah, she got right to it. It was immediate.
I think there's just a natural lack of confidence talking to somebody that is confident enough to be on stage and tell jokes. But with those people, regular comedy fans don't know is you guys are all broken too.
Right.
So like you're just as awkward after the show. Like
for sure.
So like I think it's just like and they just like instead of walking away, they just like get out a couple more sentences than they needed. You know what I mean?
Or they'll say stuff that they don't talk to normal people like this, but they think because you've broken that fourth wall on stage, they could say whatever the hell they want to you, like
it's the joke.
Jew boy
you're
girl,
a clown, right? Like,
Jew boy woman. After she said, she didn't walk away immediately. I was with this other one. She said, this other person I was with goes, why would you say that? She goes, what? He was talking about it on stage. I'm like, yeah, but it's a little different.
But I was talking about it on stage.
Yeah.
You
I don't know. You're a stranger.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell you are. Yeah.
You can't say the N-word to Cam Patterson.
No,
he gets to say
he gets to say it. Correct.
Not because you saw him at the Cellar do you get to riff with him as the white guy.
I know. I tried the other night.
I think a lot of the O&A people have that problem because the fan base of O&A for hours and hours they just hear each other shitting on each other, and now they meet them, and so they're like, they think they're friends with these people, but they're not. So people just go up to like Voss and call him stupid, or Bobby and call him fat, or Norton and make fun of him for the friends of. But you're a stranger. They're friends.
And a lot of comics, like the persona on stage is this over embellished version of yourself, and then you get off stage, it's like I'm still a fucking person. You know what I mean? It's like they lose that after they watch you perform.
They do lose
self-deprecating
for sure. But the one thing I don't understand is, and every comic bitches about this, including myself, is that like, God, I'm a person. I just wish they would realize that. But when I'm on stage, I'm telling them that like, I'm telling them all this vulnerable shit about myself. Like, what am I expecting? Of course they're going to say all this shit to me. Or
they feel like they've known you for 10 years.
They feel like, I condensed 10 years of my life into this one 30-minute set or whatever, like, of course they're going to be like.
They feel like your therapist. All of a sudden it's like, I know all about this guy. I'm going to go.
But but there's still another part of me like, don't fucking talk to me like that.
For sure.
Yeah. I'll scoop you.
Which one?
4.
1 in 3 shot.
Just go up to a woman and spoil.
You never specified which scoop.
Hit me in the back.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say it's so cool that you're kind of like you care about the underdog, but at the end of the day, like, what do you get out of this? What do you get out of this? Do
Oh
you,
man, that's a great question. So like all the time I get like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Obviously not really, but that's what it feels when people are like, what's the plan for the page? I'm like, for starters, I started it as a secret, even to my wife, because I thought this is kind of embarrassing. This
Right.
if I didn't have set like a goal, but like if nobody gives a shit about this, I'm deleting it, and I don't want anybody to know about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a couple thousand followers later, I was like, hey, I got this I guess this comedy news-ish page thing I'm running, and she was like, I thought you were cheating on me. I thought you were texting. Like,
I
what
was
the hell
gonna
you
say,
doing?
I wonder if that was the first thought that went through her head, because
I mean, I'm kidding. We would never do that. But that was kind of their first like joke. She's like, I thought you were on your phone a lot. Like, what the hell are you doing over there?
yeah,
So I don't know. I'm shocked. Like this many people care what I'm doing. It has kind of started the live shows. That was kind of like the next step. I really enjoy that, but like ticket sales are stressful, and like but comic standards are so low. Like it'll be like, damn, I didn't get that many people out, and then every comic after be like, that show was great, man. Thanks for putting it together. It's like, well, I guess I'll book another one. So like, and then like leading up, my wife's like, remember, this is supposed to be fun. Like you have 2 jobs, family. I got a 6-year-old daughter, and it's just like, don't let this fun hobby become stressful.
right.
And then graphics has been very rewarding. So I've been building graphics. I have like a 3rd page now that's graphics, and I'm just like, most comics suck at self-promotion, like just not good at telling people whether they're worried about the algorithm, or am I going to piss off my fans if they see all the time that I'm going to Iowa or whatever. So I've really enjoyed like the social media strategy all of a sudden. I mentioned Chappelle Lacey, I help him with some stuff. And like John Goblicon, I help him with some stuff. And tapping into like, okay, if I share to my 100,000 followers that I will be in Iowa, how many people do I reach? Probably very few.
Right.
But if I share that and then I put the club graphic on it and then tag the club and they follow and they share to their story, now we are talking about ticket buyers, hopefully, right? So it's like, how do you as a comic put yourself in the cities that you're going?
Right.
And just like some basic tools on like how to set up an Instagram, and like you posted this tour poster that you paid somebody a bunch of money for,
Yeah.
and then you just let it fall down your Instagram.
No, I know.
Pin it top left. Those are your upcoming dates. You have 1 million followers. Don't let that fall off. So like just very entry level, like easy marketing stuff in my brain. But like that part's been fun because it's like I don't have the stress of selling a show, but I do get the wins of like, yo, we sold it out. And it's like, hell yeah.
Right, right.
So I've enjoyed that part more. It's a long way of saying I don't know what's next. Like maybe nothing. I've had about 20 comics this weekend tell me I should be a comedy manager. I don't know what that means, or if I want it. But like the second I turn this hobby into a job where I have to answer to
Then the stress
somebody,
comes.
then I've just screwed up my hobby.
You
Like,
screwed up the hobby. Yeah. It's kind of like stand up.
Yeah.
Like,
It is less fun, for sure.
now that you depend on it.
well, I wish I depended on it. But
It's still fun being on stage. Being on stage is the most fun thing in the world for me. But the other stuff, all the stuff that you do, is the worst.
yeah, like the promoting, the worrying about ticket sales,
Clips,
like worrying,
or
the
clip.
clips, worrying about getting a gig at a club and then delivering the amount of people they expect to see there when you do get the gig at the club.
Oh yeah.
That's-
And like you guys most comics nowadays, like unless you're talking about like maybe comics just getting started, like just wanted to be comics. Like none of you wanted to be like social media managers
No.
or like tour managers or tickets, like all that stuff. Like that's not really the way your brain is working.
No.
I think I was more happy when I was just doing open mics and
Same
had a normal
here.
job.
Yeah.
Like I was happier as a person just because it was like I did it just
Love the game.
Love the game.
Yeah, you're
and I
into
still
the
love
game.
the stand-up part, but the other stuff does take away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you have like whoever you work for, right? You have deadlines. It's like, hey, I need this by whatever. It's like, so like a bunch of graphics I make, I don't charge anybody because like if I don't deliver,
then you can't get
you
yelled at.
can't fire me from like a free product.
Yeah,
is the way I think about it.
true.
Obviously, that's broken, and like I'm a little bit of a people pleaser when it comes to that mindset.
But it's true though that you are trying to maintain this as a stress-free hobby. The second you start crossing that line, then it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, and like I've always wanted the page and everything I do to feel too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's in it for this guy, and that's okay. Like,
Right.
and I think organically there's like so much mistrust in comedy. People have been burned, clubs have burned them. You hear all the stories on the podcast, right? So I was just like, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna steal joke clips. I've never posted a clip without asking for permission from the comic.
Right,
They're
right.
always tagged. I don't edit it and put my logo on it. I'm not asking for a Venmo to collab. Like it's very here to help.
He's
and I
like
think-
he's like the Mamdani of comedy. Yes,
Oh,
he's
man.
he's
That's
helping
huge.
the little guy.
That's big. Big to live up to. So yeah, it's like kind of like, but then that process is like, where do
I'm
I go
out.
from here?
I'm not good for that.
I lost you, Mamdani.
Chop this love seed. Yeah, so it's like, where do you go from here if you've built this free for the comic thing? And like, I never, tiny comics will hit me up. It's like, how much does it cost to be on the release radar? It's like, nothing, dude.
Nothing.
Honored
Yeah,
that you want to be here. Can't believe
But it is
anybody
weird.
gives a shit.
There's a certain comic that started a page that would just,
Name names.
I'm
bro.
not gonna say
just
name.
kidding.
but he would like post a clip of Louis C.K. and a clip of Tom Segura, then a clip of Jimmy Carr, and then a clip of him, and then
that's
and then he would
brilliant.
collab with him,
Yeah.
and then he would go a clip of like Bert Kreischer and the clip of Carlin and the clip of that and that clip of him, and then
Shane
the page
Gillis, Nate Bargatze, it grows,
and
it
it just
grows,
grows, and the page got like hundreds of thousands of followers. And then, but what was really funny was on the clips of him, like they were all like special quality.
like 2 views.
They were all special quality. Like, and then his is like clearly
An iPhone.
Yeah,
an iPhone.
he's like ripping it from Hulu and Disney Plus, and then,
and
he's
then
just
he has his
the Nokia in the back
And
of
then
the
people there will be comments on his videos go, "Hey, I love this page, but why do you keep posting
Who is this guy? Get rid of
Why
this
do you
guy."
people?" And I'm like, "Oh, the normal people are not putting together. This is the guy that's making
Oh
the
my
page."
gosh, that's really
he's making
funny.
it to help
Wait,
himself.
I'll cut it out.
and then
Who
everything goes away, and he's like, "Come see me on tour. I'll be at."
If we're gonna cut it, I bet you know who it is.
I guarantee it.
But so if you're wrong, but you're gonna know.
I don't
You go
know the
first.
name, but I can pick.
Please cut. Please,
yeah,
shit,
please cut
okay.
that.
Yeah, yeah. But also the other thing is like he's running that from two angles. You can leave this in, but like once you're building that, that's like a lot of the pages are just like baiting and trying to get like viral, and then now I have 1 million followers, and now it's like Danny,
Oh,
$10 to collab.
That's the other thing that bugs me. So then, yes, so he'll charge if you go, "Hey, I want to be on this page," he'll be like, "It's more than $10. It's significantly more than $10."
I was being nice. Yeah, but that's the
And then,
goal
but
of those pages.
now it's like you're building your following off these people. You're helping yourself, and then charging other comics off of these other people's work. It's gross.
and an intentional no tag or mention of the comic in the caption because they don't want the comic whose actual clip is to see it. So like every once in a while, I'll see like one where it's like somebody I really know, like Jeff Sheen, for example. I was like, "Do you know this page or whatever?" And I'll just every once in a while I'll be annoying and I'll just like comment like, "This is at Jeff Sheen. You should credit the comics."
Good.
And then like Jeff will jump in and be like, "I didn't give you permission to use this." And then if you look in the bio, most of those pages will have DM for removal, which is basically saying I didn't ask for permission for any of this.
yeah.
Wow.
I was
had no
I was really
idea.
anti that when I started my page,
That's good.
So-
yeah, that's a Cuomo move.
but I don't have very many followers, so now I need to get on the joke stealing. I'm just kidding.
Well, you could clip this out, put it on hold.
yeah.
Any mention of the name or his name, you gotta cut.
I'll cut it out, or I'll just make one compilation clip and tag you.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So we got a few minutes left. So we talked about all the serious stuff about the page and stuff, and now let's get kooky, huh? Let's Jews. What do you think? What are your
I
thoughts?
would like to not be a part of this.
Okay, blacks. What about that?
Yeah. I'm out.
Jews and blacks. This guy's out.
Andrew, you heard it here first. He doesn't like Jews and blacks.
Anything interesting happened with you recently?
This was like a month ago at this point, but I was Jeremiah Watkins was in town. I'm boys with him. He's the man. He texted me. He was like, "I'm going to Jeff Ross's Broadway show," which was incredible. He goes, "Do you want to come?" I go, "Sure." So we go. After the show, we're Jeff's friends with Jeremiah, but I've never met Jeff. So he goes, "We're going backstage." So we go to his green room.
The Banana Show.
The Banana Show. The show was called "Take a Banana for a Ride." It's gonna be on Netflix. Check it out. So Jeremiah introduces me to
You
Jeff.
plugging Jeff Ross right now?
Yes.
I think it'll be fine, bro. Go ahead.
Sure, you're right. So we're in the green room. Jeremiah introduces me. There's also another guy in this green room that I didn't know who he was, but it was clearly like an important Broadway composer. It was clearly a big deal. Like I think Jeff was like trying to impress him a tad. I didn't know who the guy was, but it was like clear that this guy was important. So Jeff's talking to this guy and I'm kind of not saying shit. So I'm in the green room for like 25, 30 minutes. My mouth, I almost said nothing. I'm like, if I leave this place and say nothing, I'm gonna kill myself.
Right.
So the composer guy tells Jeff this story. He has like some personal banana story about how this composer had a banana story. He tells Jeff his banana story, and Jeff goes, when everyone in show business has a banana story. And then I go, yeah, when I was 13 years old, I shoved a banana in my ass. And Raj, silence. You could have heard a pin drop. It was so uncomfortable. And I think if it was just me, Jeremiah, and Jeff, it still would have bombed, or they would have like made a joke, made fun of me, and then moved on. But because this guy, they're trying to impress this guy, I fucked it up bad.
So what? Nobody said anything?
Nobody said it. Got weird, and then there was like, Jeff was like, okay, let's grab a pic. And then like he took a pic with the guy. I ended the hang.
Were you in the pic?
No, he grabbed the pic with that guy.
Oh, okay. Oh my
It's so interesting that you read the room properly and just couldn't handle it till the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, hey, this is real. It's serious. There's tension in here. I'm going to behave myself.
If you
like,
just held yourself for 30
and also,
more
it's
seconds.
like, I didn't say anything. You get no lead up to banana up the ass?
Yeah, I know. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Tough.
And then I looked the guy up because I was curious. Jeff posted the picture with the guy. The guy was like, he's like incredible. This guy did like the music. He did the music for like Sister Act and Hairspray, and he did the music for the South Park movie. This guy did Kyle's Mom's a Bitch and fucking Blame Canada. This guy's like a legend.
So the best is post party analysis. Like, who brings it up first after that? Jeremiah or Jeff?
Well, I don't know, Jeff. I still don't know. Like,
okay.
but
Jeremiah.
I texted Jeremiah. I was like, I'm sorry. He goes, that was the worst bomb I've ever seen in my entire life.
He was like, please delete my number.
It's like, dude, I'll stand up on the spot. Hope gone. Jeremiah's a machine. He's awesome.
He's the best. Yeah.
He came to.
He just was in Nashville a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or the last week for with John Globocon.
Yeah.
That was Chicago.
Not Nashville. Yeah. He was there. Him and they did a Kill Tony group. But anyway, so Jeremiah did a Josh Wolf special. He produced it at Zany's Nashville, and he's done stand up on the spot a couple times there with Dusty Slay and stuff. But he's
awesome.
a machine.
He's the best.
He's
I love
everything
Jeremiah.
at all times.
Yeah. He's great. I've never worked with him on a professional or a comedy basis.
Yeah.
But I've worked with him a lot when we would film a lot of the Dr. Phil shows, and he would be the
I
special
was just
guest.
say that he was a big part of those, and like creatively, him and Adam's relationship is pretty cool.
He's so funny and really, really good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, which is even crazier.
And supposedly a huge penis is what I've heard.
I could see it. He's got the build. He's got the big penis build.
I wasn't gonna weigh in on that. But I will say he's been a workhorse forever and had a kid and has continued the grind, which as a dad I can respect. Like a lot of times there's a little drop off there, and he's just a workhorse.
For sure, yeah, for sure. I was gonna say, and he is such a cool dude and a great person, which is even more surprising that he didn't help you come out of that bomb in that room.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah was being kind of quiet the whole time too. Like, I think me and Jeremiah were like pretty silent. Jeff was just talking to this important person.
So then why the fuck did you say that?
I don't know,
It's crazy
dude.
that you read the room properly and just couldn't leave the light off.
Jeremiah's not talking.
I have two thoughts. It was horrible, but I kind of was like, I don't fully regret it. Because if I left that green room, I said nothing for 30 minutes. I go, taking a swing, I think even if it's a miss, is better than nothing.
But I'm saying it didn't have to be a miss. That swing could have been so many other swings.
I was just saying you got to find something else. But it's just so interesting that like when you finally switched out of like I'm being silent, going for the banana.
Yeah.
But also you got to follow like I was at the Cellar and like Gray West was kind of taking me around or whatever, and it's like I'm following his energy. Like if Jeremiah isn't riffing with Jeff, you as the plus one certainly don't get to throw out.
I know.
I know you know this, but also
horrible.
at least you have this story for the Raj Against the Machine.
For sure, a great story, and this honestly sounds like something I would do, but I feel like I would also I would hope somebody there would kind of be like, dude, that was fucking crazy. You know, like they would make me feel better about that bomb.
Well, so then when Jeff was taking the picture with this guy, like they were like behind this door, so I could see Jeremiah, and he could see me, and I do this, and he's like looking at me going, "Why would you?" He was like, "Mouth, like, why would you do that?"
Yeah,
You're gonna get us killed. I love that. I love that energy. It's just like to not follow Jeremiah's lead in that scenario is nuts. Because he's Mr. Goofy. Like, of course, if there was a goofy situation,
And honestly, I don't even think that was a deal breaker because like in retrospect, Jeff and Jeremiah might talk about it and be like, "Who was that guy that talked about the banana?"
Yeah, what a loose cannon you brought back to
what a freaking crazy.
And honestly, we are obligated to give you shit.
No, I know.
So poorly. But obviously, I agree. Like, who cares? Like, that guy. Not gonna remember it, right? Like Jeff and Jeremiah might. And
Jeremiah does, but I'm still friends with Jeremiah. You know, I've opened him since
you weren't
then.
friends with Jeff.
I wasn't friends with Jeff. I'm still not friends with Jeff.
Yeah,
but so kind of nothing changed except I got a good story.
So you're saying I should have drawn a joke on an easel and showed it to Dimitri Martin last night?
100%. You should have just turned it around and showed it to him. I talked about it on the last episode, but maybe this will be a better clip. But I had a very similar story to but it wasn't comedy related. I was at a wedding.
You ever stolen a joke? Then just you tell me.
Oh yeah.
Just go. I was at the hotel. I told him I put a zucchini in my paint.
That brings the episode full circle. Yeah. Oh, that would have been good. Shit, damn it. No, but I was at a wedding and I didn't know anybody at the wedding. I only knew the groom, so I didn't know any of the guests. I didn't know any of the bride's side. Nobody. So me and my girlfriend, we sit down at the table with 20 people that I've never met before, and like an idiot, I gotta say something. I get anxious. I gotta break the tension, you know. So this guy was like showing some pictures of his dog to someone, and I was like, "Oh, your dog lets you take pictures of him while you're trying to fuck him?" And then he was like, "What?" I was like, "Obviously, I'm joking." And then they're like, "It's fucking crazy. You can't just say that shit to people."
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and then he gets up, his lady gets up, and the rest of the table gets up, and they just go away. They go sit at other tables.
Yeah.
So now me and my girlfriend are sitting at this table of 20 by ourselves. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Obviously, it was a joke, right? Like the fact that they all got up makes me think they fucked their dogs. And the joke's on them, fucking dog fuckers. I don't want to sit with these dog fuckers.
Back around. Yeah.
And like people are hearing me and my girlfriend because she's like, "I can't take you anywhere." I was like, they fuck their dogs. So they hear us arguing about this. And it all started because I said a stupid thing at the wrong time.
I had a weird wedding thing. I think I may have already told you this, maybe when I saw you the other week, but I told someone this recently.
Oh, yeah.
I was at
this is a good one.
I'm going to piss myself.
Okay.
Okay. Can I hit it real quick?
Piss. Go piss real quick. We'll save this. We'll save the wedding story for you. Come back, and then we'll wrap up. We saved the best story for you for last.
Yes.
Your crazy wedding story.
Right,
Go
we're
on.
back.
Yeah, we're back, baby. That's a good leak.
Yeah. Clip it. I also like everybody does clip it post. You do it pre, which is good. Like before you launch into stories, like this will be a better clip. Than last week, right? Get out ahead of it. I like that.
I'm a man on a mission.
I was at a wedding in Florida. I was at a table. I didn't really know. Some comics were at the table. There was this one woman and her husband. Husband was wearing a kilt. And this was not, let me clear, it wasn't a Scottish wedding.
Okay.
Just, everyone was wearing suits. Yeah. This guy's wearing a kilt.
Yeah. Was he Scottish?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's only crazy.
I don't know.
You're the only one in pants.
But either way, it's unacceptable. Yeah. And they have a baby. And the baby there is being annoying. But it's a baby. Babies are allowed to be annoying. You know, they're taking out toys and shaking and crying during speeches. They're taking out
this ceremony.
No, this is during the reception.
Okay.
But the baby's at our table with the two mom and dad. The mom and dad with the kilt. So, and the baby has like an iPad and they're playing sounds. It's annoying, but it's fine because it's a baby. At one point, the mom goes to the entire table, goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm sorry. My baby's like being annoying." I'm like, "No, it's okay. I get it. Babies are annoying. No problem. But, you know, some babies are annoying sometimes." And then everyone else at the table goes, "No, your baby's not being annoying. Your baby's great." Which now throws me under the bus.
Yeah.
I was being nice. I said, yes, your baby's being annoying, but it's okay. I have no problem with it. And then everyone made me seem like an asshole by
Because you can't
lying.
agree with an annoying baby.
Yeah,
Just like
your story setup, I knew that was going to go poorly.
Yeah.
Just the way you talked about how babies are annoying.
Yeah.
because just like you can't agree if a girl's like, oh, does this make me look fat? You'd be like, a little. But
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
so-
also, what, I mean, did you tell them about babysitters? I mean, what is that baby doing?
I know the baby shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. That's a tough setup.
Yeah, it was really
And
bad. I
everybody
got screwed.
just was
Everyone
like-
threw me under the bus.
They're like,
Yeah.
everybody else like, what baby? This is great.
Yeah,
that's tough.
I would have thrown you under the bus. You're just such an easy person to throw under a bus.
But I think if everybody did what I did, it would have been. It would not have been uncomfortable.
for sure. But here's the thing.
Still uncomfortable for her.
I don't
She
think
becomes
so.
the uncomfortable one.
I don't
instead of
think
you in
so.
that situation.
well, no, but
I don't
that's
think-
good.
I
You
think
want
I
to
was-
make her the uncomfortable one because she brought this fucking dumbass baby to the wedding.
Yes.
yeah, you pass that discomfort to her. Being like,
Yeah.
oh, damn.
But I
It
did.
is-
But I was being nice about it. I was being like, it's fine. We get it.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, like, even if, like, let's say there was 20 people there and all 19 of them were like, no, it's fine. No, wait, hold on, wait.
I was saying.
Oh, no,
it's,
no, no.
I was saying it's
Yeah, yeah,
fine,
if
but
you-
acknowledging that it's annoying, but it's
if
fine.
you were like, even if all 19 people were like, no, it's fine, babies can be annoying. If they all sided with you, I'd still be like, no, that's a cute ass baby.
Yeah, you're
What the
good.
fuck are you guys doing? I'd be the one calling all 19 of you guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah, still an opportunity to be the bad guy there. Did you just have a software update in the middle of that thought?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, did you see me buffer?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, here you go. We lost Raj. The Wi-Fi cut out.
Sometimes this moves faster than this.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It takes time to catch
Got
up.
out in front of it. Yeah, hate to see it.
I've caught myself doing that on stage. I don't know if you've ever done this, but like I'll try to do some crowd work and I'll start saying some stupid shit and then nobody gets it. And then I'll be like, that didn't make any sense at all. It's just
I've done something where it's like I'm talking and I'll leave out word. I assume people know what I'm talking about, but I'll leave out important words.
Yes.
I go, oh, they're gonna know what I'm saying, and then I listen back. I'm like, they have no clue. What I was
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
you're
clue.
rolling in your brain. And it's just
yeah.
not coming out.
And it's funny because you know, and I'll get a mediocre response, but I'm like, oh, but there's probably a clip there that was pretty funny, and you know, I'll doctor it up and make it look nice, and then I go home, I'm like, that didn't make any sense at
Yeah.
all. There's nothing there.
You have more context in your brain.
Yeah.
I was in Florida. There was a guy in the second row that was eating Greek yogurt. He had like a 2-pint thing of Greek yogurt, and he was just eating yogurt the whole entire show.
Yeah.
As I'm saying this, I'm realizing this isn't a story, and I regret even bringing it up. Let's just move on. Pretend I did bring up this yogurt story. This is a
End.
story.
End of story.
You just did it in real time.
Yeah.
Just did it in real time.
Was your example about getting out ahead of yourself? Getting out ahead of yourself on a story?
This is the most meta pod I've ever done in my life.
I feel like I'm mediating you two.
Yeah, actually, we were testing you out.
Is this an interview?
But all right, so well, this was fun. This was wild and wacky and all over the place, and we got to learn a lot about you, and I learned a lot about your poor impulse decisions.
But you're the same. You are. That's why we get along.
We do.
You are.
Yeah.
You're the same.
I will say the weirdest shit in the weirdest situation. But the thing is, I
you
don't.
once said the poop is nowhere near the asshole to me.
I said poop is nowhere near the asshole. Wait,
I need context.
There's no. We were at that diner.
Oh, in Boston?
No, we were at a diner near your show with the sip. What's the ginger shit?
Oh, in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn, after the ginger show.
And I said poop is nowhere near.
No, we were talking about eating ass, and I was saying,
right.
I don't eat ass. And you're like, why?
Yeah.
I was like, poop, and you're like, poop's nowhere near the asshole. Like, you can't say poop's nowhere near the
Because
asshole.
you can't think about it.
And then you said, well, if someone has a clean pinch, you said clean pinch.
You're talking about near as in time or distance?
I think so. I think I was talking about time.
Like it's not.
It hasn't made its way close to the butt. Like if you are gonna eat a butt and the last meal was like 6 hours ago, it hasn't made its way near the butt yet.
But you're closer to like
You're
you poop every
definitely-
day. I don't think you can just make this a one meal situation.
But if you have a clean pinch, it doesn't matter.
But I was saying, what if you don't have a clean pinch?
Well,
what if you get a
then-
loose pinch?
then
Also,
you-
are people telling you they had a clean pinch? Where are you getting this information?
you could tell. You could tell.
I mean, eat ass, do whatever you want, but however you're rationalizing it, absurd.
No, I'm telling you, there's these are the top 3 things you need to look out for whenever you eat ass. You got to get the clean pinch. You got to know what their last meal was and when they ate their last meal. If you have all that information,
it's a lot of information.
Do you have a survey before? I mean,
it's the same survey I sent you.
a DM 2 hours before the pod.
Yeah. Okay. DM 2 hours before the date. You're like, what was your last meal? What did you eat? Well, how was the last pinch?
I've told so many people about your clean pinch, and whenever I tell the story to anyone else, it's not funny. But in the moment, it was the hardest I've ever laughed.
Well, because it's I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. Like in the moment, it's great.
You're riffing. Yeah. Nothing like it.
But yeah, no, I'm a firm believer in a clean pinch. You can play ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This can't be the end of the pod, is it? Do you edit around the clean pinch, or
I don't know, the clean pinch? This clean pinch thing is going to go at the very beginning.
Is this the kickoff?
This is the kickoff, Friday.
Should we promote dates around the clean pinch?
Yeah. Speaking of clean pinches, what do you got coming up?
I'm joking about promoting dates. I run a Comedian Discovery live page. Mm-hmm. I've gotten into shows in Michigan because I have a family member there. Alabama, Georgia, because I have a couple people there, and then mainly around Nashville. But Comedian Discovery is what
Comedian Discovery,
so I can keep making the platform bigger for comics like Raj and Danny.
I'm going to be co-headlining the Dojo Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey, November 29th with my buddy Franco Danger. It's going to be a great time to come through.
Okay, cool.
And follow me on Instagram at Danny Braff.
Right. And he's never had a clean pinch in his life. I can just tell. But
also, this was an interview, and we're not putting this out, Danny.
Damn.
You don't really need to promote any dates.
That's actually just going to be a single.
Cameras aren't rolling.
Take the fucking banana story somewhere else.
Rerun it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're going to be at Morris Plains and Comedian Discovery. Wait, so do you post your show dates? The shows that you produce, do you also post them on there as well?
Comedian Discovery Live.
Comedian Discovery Live.
You do a separate page for that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Comedian Discovery is totally not ticket buyers.
Okay.
I'm building a Nashville-ish or live show following, which, spoiler alert, that's all comics too that want to do a show. So I have a little bit of followers there, but it's all people saying like, hey, I'm from New York. Love to come down. I'm like, this is a coffee shop show. I can't afford you, but let me know if you're in town. So that, and then Comedian Discovery _graphics is where I'm posting like everything that I have made for people. Not really for any reason other than to just like catalog them and like, kind of put them out there once I make stuff.
Cool. And I'm sure separating the pages also makes your life a lot easier when you know exactly.
Yeah, it's just totally different things. Like if you follow Comedian Discovery Live, you would be like, I am not going to this comedy show in the suburbs of Nashville. Yeah. So I was just like trying not to piss off each audience with what they're there for.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I have much going on. No, this is where the podcast gets really depressing. Yeah, I got no dates. I don't think I got any dates.
Just 3 bros with one show. The 3 dojo.
I have more shows. I was
I'm kidding.
only new one I was plugging.
Could you give me a spot on your show?
Maybe.
Okay. No.
I'll be doing a guest spot at the dojo.
I'll be doing a
November
guest spot at the dojo with Danny. No, I got my monthly holy hand grenade at the Ginger Place where I told him about the pitch. Yeah.
I will do it another time, but the Ginger Place, that was a fun story about when you fucked me.
Right. All right. Well, that's the end of the pod.
More context on that.
That's the end of the pod. I don't know what the fuck he's going.
You fucked me at a Ginger Place.
Well, okay. Well, we did it. Josiah Burke, aka Comedian Discovery. Thank you so much for joining us on Raj Against The Machine. Danny, thank you so much for making it weird. And
thanks for having me, man.
Did I make it weird?
You guys.
No. I was trying to end really weird because your story was. Your banana story,
yeah.
You felt like an asshole, so I'm trying to do it to you again.
But now I'm thinking I did.
No.
I thought it was great.
It was great.
It was good.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. But okay, awesome. We'll see you guys next week with the whole another episode and some more fun stories. Thank you.